Got it. Here we go. How are we? Today is Saturday. Yeah, so you can lay in bed and relax. The weather outside is a little bit, it's nice, it's fresh. So it's quite refreshing to just get outside and breathe in the fresh air. Today, we are going to be talking about detoxification, taking time to do that. Because all week we talk about all the different seeds that we can put in the ground and how they can grow and develop and bring nutrients to our body and our mind. I do hope that you were able to get something from what we discussed this week or what I have been discussing with you. I hope my message has been coming across. And thank you for your responses. I appreciate it very much. I think this for me is being educational as well as enlightening. Because sometimes, even though you know these things, you tend to sometimes neglect or just don't appreciate how much they can bring to you. So by me coming to you and chatting about it and talking about it, some of you may find that it resonates with you. Others may find differently, and that's okay. It's okay to feel different. It's okay to maybe think, well, that doesn't resonate with me, or there are some changes you can make. And that's what this is all about. This is all about what difference can I make and how can I, sort of like influence you to make some changes and think differently about what we say to one another. But before I go on any further, let me say good morning. Good morning, and I hope you had a restful night and you are all geared up for today, whatever you're going to be doing, whether that is just relaxing and taking some time for you because you have been, busybody this week. The purpose of talking to you today about detoxification. Detoxification is such an important thing that we overlook. We overlook it in so many ways. Because I think sometimes probably we don't see it as detoxifying, or because we are not used to doing it, we tend to just keep going on. We keep going all the time and not taking that time to reflect. Detoxification can be done in so many different ways, whether that is through abstinence, maybe when I say abstinence from certain foods, maybe your meats, if you like your meat, taking a day, not eating any meat is not going to do any harm. What it's actually going to do is going to give your digestive system a chance to relax. They too need some relaxation. They too need to, recuperate. Taking some time away from, social media. Because we keep taking all of this in, but we never have space to let it out. So taking time away from social media can be rewarding. It can be very comforting. Yes, you may not know all the things that are happening, but is that a bad thing? Is that a bad thing to hear some of the news you might be hearing or somebody saying something negative that makes you feel more depressed and stressed? No, I don't think so. I think taking some time, what it does, it gives you time to spend some time with yourself. Spend some time getting to know you again. Spend some time getting to know your likes and your dislikes. Spend some time understanding if what you are consuming is making you any better. Are you feeling ill? Taking time away from social media to enjoy your surroundings and enjoy the things that are around you will give you so much pleasure. And what it will do, it reinvigorate you because you get to experience nature. You get to experience the little things that you wouldn't normally pay attention to, and you will see the joy in that. You'll see the joy in spending that time just maybe sitting down and listening to the waters, the river flowing. I know it's cold out there, but the British have the way of cloaking themselves up and going out, whether that is your waterproof trousers, waterproof top, and your shoes, and you just go out and just enjoy. Just bring some fresh air into you. Just breathe that air in. And it's amazing when you go outside and you do that. I find it amazing anyway. I find when I go for walks, I'm able, especially when you're walking along the coastal part, the sea air. There's something about the sea air that helps to detoxify you. I can find when I'm walking along, my nose starts running. You can feel the mucus coming out. And that's because the sea air has so much minerals in it. So you're taking that in, you're breathing that in. And if you're walking in the countryside or you're walking in a field, you're going to breathe in because the oxygen, the clean air, you're going to be taking that in. If you could bottle that oxygen, you will bottle it and bring it back and sell it, but you can't. So you may as well enjoy it. You may as well take the time and spend some time in it, coming off certain things, certain devices. Those devices, they put more negativity into us. And just taking that time away from it all, just taking that time away to just be with yourself. You don't have to have a crowd around you all the time. It gives you time for self-reflection. It gives you time to understand where you're going. You might be making some plans and thinking, well, I want to do this, I want to go here, but you never have the time to relax. Give you time to do some journaling. Gives you time to do some visualization. So you're visualizing where you want to be. What's your next move? What are you going to do? Taking time to detox will not only help your mind, but it also help your physical body. And it's going to help your spiritual side as well. Because don't forget, man is a spirit. We are a spirit, we have a soul, and we live in a body. And we clothe ourselves with clothes to keep us warm, to keep us away the sunshine, and to protect our skin. So we have a spiritual side to us because we are a spirit. And we live in a physical body. So our body is a physical body that we live in. And it's by taking the time to understand who you truly are will give you that awareness, will create that awareness in you of how beautiful you are, how wonderful you are, that you are tenacious. Nothing can stand in your way when you put your mind to it. Nothing can stand in your way. Who can separate you from the love of God? Nothing. Nothing can separate you when you put your mind to it. When you decide, I am going to make a change. It's the same way when you decide, okay, I'm tired with how the sitting room looks. I'm going to change the chairs around. You're going to move things around because you're tired of seeing it in that way for such a long time. And what does that do? It makes it look fresh. It makes it look like new. It's like you have brought new things. Or you might decide just simple things. I'll change the cushions on the chairs. And you may bring something a bit more subtle, or you might bring something a bit more vibrant. It all depends on how you feel. All depends on what you want to achieve. Detoxification is a very powerful thing. Because when you detox, you also help in your body. You also help in your body to refresh and kickstart itself. Think about it this way. When your car needs its MOT, who do you take it to? You take it to the mechanic, because the mechanic will check all the different parts. Did you know that the mechanic when you take your car in, did you know that there are over 200 things that the mechanic would look at in your car to make sure it's roadworthy and it's functioning effectively? When was the last time you took an MOT of your body? Thinking about all your internal organs, how they affect the running of your body. Your body is a machine, an intelligent machine. If you think about your car, go back, I like using that analogy. When you were to look at an engine, all the things that your car needs, your brake fluid, your water, you need to make sure you put the right petrol in it. You put the wrong one, your engine will stop if you drive it. If you just make a mistake. So you have to be alert, you have to be attentive. So taking time away to just relax in the bath. Take a nice soak, put some aromatherapy oils in there, put some candles, take some deep breaths, meditate. Meditation is another way of you can find time to relax and detoxify your body. You only have one body, you don't have another. So taking care of it is important. Taking care of it is going to give you that longevity that you're looking for. I am assuming that that's what you're looking for. I know I am looking for longevity. So I'm just assuming that you're looking for, but everybody wants to live a long and healthy life. I do, and I'm assuming that you do. That's why it is so important to plant the seeds of life. When we plant the seed of life in us, we go on to flourish. We go on to thrive. We can see it in our skin. We can see it in how we respond to certain situations. We can see it, if somebody was to say something, are we going to bite their head off, or are we going to just relax and say, oh, sorry, I didn't realize that, or I didn't see it that way, instead of getting at each other. Detoxification. When we detox, you read. Reading helps you. For me, reading the word is important to me. I would lift mine eyes unto the hills from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord. I'm planted. He said, the Lord is my light and my salvation, in whom shall I fear? So there are things that we could be fearful of, which could cause us to build up a whole lot of stresses, inflammation in the body. And, things that we eat, we talk about, seeds falling on good ground, and we can do all of that, but we are the only one that can take care of ourselves. We cannot pass the buck and say it's because of this person's fault, or it's because when I was growing up, I didn't get that to eat. It's because. We always want to pass the buck. There are times when we have to take responsibility for our actions. Because it's only us can put the right things. It's only us can put the right fuel in our bodies to give it the juice, the nutrients that it needs to go forward. If you drive in your car and you go to the petrol station, nobody's going to put that petrol in for you. And even if somebody do, you have to tell them what to put in. Is it unleaded or leaded? Which one? You have to tell them. Otherwise, if they put the wrong one in, you can't then blame them. Oh, it's your fault you put the wrong petrol in my car. Oh, it's your fault I consumed the wrong information. No, you have to go back and you have got to look. So we need to stop playing the blame game. Blame is another seed. We play the blame game. We keep blaming someone else's fault for what has happened. Nobody can make you do anything. We are the ones that take the decision that is the road we are going to go down. That is what we are going to do. We are the ones that do that. So when we take the time to relax, take the time to relax, take the time to spend that time with you, that me time, spending that me time with myself. I, me, and myself sometimes is not a bad thing. Yes, it might sound selfish, but is it selfish to take some time for you when you give so much to everyone else? No, it's not. But it will do you well and will do those around you well because you won't be so grumpy. You won't be so agitated. You won't be so angry. You'll be more calm, more centered. And that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. You know, it's being planted by, you put a plant in and you plant it where the streams of water is flowing by. It's going to get nourished because it's being nourished constantly. So they're going to take in what it needs. But if you put too much, it becomes the soil become too watery. Oh my gosh, it might be an overkill. Yeah. So I just wanted to think about that today. I just enjoy spending time speaking with you because I think it's really good to do that. So in whatever you do today, I hope you will take the time wherever you live, whether that is on the coast or whether it's inland and you have some really nice forest. Some of you are tree lovers. Some of you just love being in the forest, just love foraging. If you're doing some foraging today, just enjoy it because that brings life. You enjoy foraging and you're going and you're picking all these delicious foods that you're going to go back and cook for your family or that plant that you love. So today, if you want to, take a detox, you can. If you want to just go on a fruit or whatever it is you want to do, you can do that. If you want to know some of the things that I do and I use, you can ask me. Recently I went on a trip and it was so good to get back and to just drink what we will call bush tea. Not herb, it's herbs, but we call it back home bush tea. It's just nice to go out in the garden and pick the oregano and pick the lemongrass, wash it and boil it and have that. No milk, no sugar, just drink it as is. It's quite refreshing and it's cleansing. No additives, no preservative, nothing whatsoever. It's just in the garden. I know some of us don't have gardens because I don't have a garden where I am. But there are teas out there that does not have all these different chemicals in it. You will find teas that are from B corporations. When you see something says B Corp, that means there is a third party that has looked into the ingredients that are in the products to make sure there are no chemicals that are going to be damaging to the heart, the lungs, the liver, the kidneys, and things like that. Because we are consuming quite a lot of things that are detrimental to our inner health. And if our inner health is not right, it affects the outer health. What goes in must comes out, as I mentioned earlier this week. So taking the time just to look at what you're purchasing, what it is you're putting in your body is important. We know that when the food stays long in the supermarket, it loses its nutrients. How else are we going to get the necessary nutrients that we need? Most people now are having plants, having pots and putting things in pots so that they can pick it every day. Some of you might have the space to do that. Give it a go. Try it. It's worth it. Your life is worth it. Your health is worth it. Your health is worth you just taking time to stop consuming too much negativity. Let some more positivity. You might be home. Just put the stereo on. Don't put it too loud if you have neighbors because you don't want to wake your neighbors up and you don't want to cause any problems. But there's no reason why you can't put your music on and dance around. Or you maybe as good exercise. You're energizing yourself. You're moving. Boogie woogie. Yeah. You're just going to take some time to do that. And there's nothing wrong with that because exercise will help to release toxins. You're going to be sweating. You're going to be feeling more energized. Your muscles, they're going to go through some pressure, but then they're going to feel alive. I think, I didn't know I had so many muscles. What's going on here today? But they're going to feel You're going to feel good. You are going to feel energized. You are going to feel energized. So as you take time to meditate and to think about what you have been doing and what you are going to be doing in the future, you are going to be doing something that your body will love you for. It would love you, love you, love you, love you. Remember, I said love conquers everything. Love doesn't hate, love embraces. Love is a seed. So when you plant that seed, when you clothe yourself with the seed of love, it then helps you to see other people differently, to see things differently, to see the things around you differently, to be more grateful for the things you have been given, to be more grateful that today is a day that you have, the breath of life have been breathed into you. Just having the breath of life, just waking up this morning and being able to breathe and say, thank you. To me, is thank you, God. To you, maybe thank you, universe. Thank you, I don't know, whoever your faith is. But being grateful and being thankful is something we all should be, we all should do. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. So in your walks today, as you go out and decide to enjoy your surroundings, as you decide to breathe in the fresh air, even if you don't get to go out today, you can still do some meditation and exercises that will cause your breathing to increase. You will inhale and exhale. So you inhale and clean air, you exhale in the bad air. You can still find a way of how you can make yourself, feel good, that feel good factor. You still find a way to do that. The joy of the Lord is your strength. He is your shield and buckler. He is your light and your salvation. I'm just throwing out some scripture verses here for you. You can look them up, I haven't told you where they come from, but you can just put it in. If you're on the computer, you can just put it in. The Lord is my light and my salvation. I will show you where it is. We have to find things for ourselves, and we have got to educate ourselves. Not just what somebody say, but we need to examine, is that correct? Always remember that we are human beings, and human beings make mistakes. Don't be so hard on yourself, but take the time to enjoy you. Take the time to enjoy who you are. Take the time to relish in your achievements. And if there are things that didn't go right, just take a look and see, okay, what else can I do to make this different? And I'm sure you're going to find a way, because there is always a way. There is always a way that will take you to the next level. I've been learning some new things, and they are beginning to make a lot of sense. We learn by hearing, we learn by doing. We learn by taking action, because if we don't take any action, then nothing happens. Sometimes some of the actions we take, we might think is not going to bear fruit, but just taking those actions, just taking those positive steps, you will find that things will start happening. And it's not too strenuous to do that. So I want to encourage you this Saturday morning that you take the time to relax. Should not have said that word because it could have been any morning. I'm learning about being evergreen. That's why I said that, because I'm learning about being evergreen. You might ask me what evergreen is, and I'll leave that to you. And when you ask me the question, then I'll answer it. But you learn something new every day. And in that learning, you're able to make changes. We're learning all the time. We are a people that, never give up and always find joy. And there is joy in it. When you learn something new, there is a joy. You're thinking, what does that mean? But then when you stop to meditate on it, when you meditate on it, and meditation is not all about getting in a position, whatever position you want to get in, but you can find your way of meditation. Maybe it's just relaxing on your bed, whatever the case might be. But once you get it, when you get it, it's like, it's like, honey, you want, but that's it. So when you're taking time to detox, remember you want to detox both physically as well as spiritually. Because as I said, man is a spirit, we have a soul, and we live in a body. Our body clothes us. Our body clothes us. It protects us. But then on top of that, we protect our body with clothes like I'm wearing now. I couldn't stand here in my birthday suits. So you have to be respectful and you have to clothe yourself. So take time to detox. Detox from food. It will do your body well. It will help your organs. It will help your organs to relax, it will help to purge, to cleanse, getting rid of the old. Just the same way how you're going to get rid of old clothes, what we consider old to you, but it might be good for someone else. But you want to make sure when you're decluttering, and you're going to give away, you want to give away good stuff. You don't want to give away things that you yourself will not accept, you yourself will not use. So we want to declutter. And that's what detoxification is going to help you to do. It's going to help you to decluttering of the mind. So you start thinking on new things. You start thinking on fresh things. You start thinking on things that is going to make a difference. It's going to be more positive, more productive, more healthier. You detox in the body. You're going to go into the bath. You're going to take some salts and you're going to get a loofah and you're going to exfoliate. The steam in the shower, however nice and warm you want it. It may not be the steam room because most of you haven't been able to go to steam rooms and saunas, but you can do something at home that is going to give you that refreshing. You may not be able to exfoliate the whole of your body, but do as much as you can. And you will find that your skin will look smoother. Your pores will feel really, really glad that you have given it a chance to breathe. Every single thing in us breathe life. So take time today to do something that will be of benefit to you. Take time to detox. Detox the mind, detox the body, and your soul. Take time to put the right fuel in that will help to re-energize you, that will help to give you the motivation you need to do whatever it is you need to do. Take the time, take the me time, my time. If you take 2 hours once a month to yourself, that's not being selfish. That's about taking care of you. If you don't look after you, no one else will, because everybody wants a piece all the time. Everybody's taking a piece, and you keep giving, keep feeding. What's this coming back to you? If everybody's taking, somebody's taking, constantly, and you keep giving, you're going to run out of stamina. You're going to run out of steam. You're not going to have anything left. So while you keep giving constantly and they keep taking, there come a time when you just need to relax. Take the time to inhale and exhale. Really inhale and exhale. And you will see the difference. I guarantee you there will be a difference. But you can only get that difference if you do it. You will only get that difference if you do it. And that's what you need to do. You're required to do it for your own well-being. Again, if I go back to the car, if you don't, take care of the car and you just leave it there in the elements, what happens? It gets rusty. Rust start coming in and then it start rotten and they start breaking up and all these different things happening. And then if you want to take it to get it to the body, the person who at the mechanic that fixed the body of the car, then it's going to cost you a lot more than if you had looked after it in the first place. It's the same thing with your body. It's the same thing with your mind. You can become mentally drained. Your body go through so many different crises. Go through so many of those. And if you don't look after it, you become helpless, and you become hopeless, you become distressed, and you become anxious, and you become, all these different things that are happening, all these different seeds start showing up and causing anxiety. But when you do the right thing, you're going to feel distressed. You're going to feel relieved. You're going to feel refreshed. You're going to feel revitalized. You're going to feel energized. You're going to feel strong. You have more courage. And you're not afraid to say no. Be Saturday. Thank you for listening and have a wonderful day. Take care and God bless. Bye for now. See you next time.